Well, my friend, I'm here this week with the Hopscotch challenge, which is the third challenge in summer camp. And the fantastic sponsors of this challenge are Lottie Loves Paper. And when I threw my counter, I actually drew out a hopscotch. It landed on number 8, which is to scrap a story that has taken place during the pandemic, which is right up my street, to be honest, because I've had these fantastic photos of my mum's little dog Izzy in a wheelbarrow. Well, of course, why wouldn't she be in a wheelbarrow? And I'd had an idea of what I wanted to do anyway, so I cut a wheelbarrow shape out on my silhouette out of pattern papers. Now these pattern papers, 2 of them are Pink Fresh and I think the other one is Echo Park. I'm just literally going through my boxes of papers and trying to use things up, and I wanted it to look as though her photos were in the big wheelbarrow. So I'm using an Echo Park stencil here with some of my Distress Oxide inks, and I'm using Squeeze Lemonade, Picked Raspberry and Ripe Persimmon, and I'm just doing a little bit of stenciling. I've also used some weathered wood for the base of my layout, just to make it look like it's on the ground. And I'm going to speed through this in a second because I faff so long over this that I just thought you might lose the will to live. So in a second, by the power of television, boom, finished. So here is my wheelbarrow, and I'm just going to stick that down using Tombow. It was a simple cut file, so it isn't one that's got to be backed. You could just cut it out of whatever colours you wanted. And I wanted it to be quite big because I wanted to have these 2 photos in, but obviously then the handles of the wheelbarrow were a bit long, so I just simply cut those off. So I'm using some, as I say, I think this piece of paper, this green, is Echo Park, and I'm just trying to mix and match and use things up. And I think that's the good thing about these challenges, it makes you delve into your stash. So I'm just using some fun foam there just to raise some part of the wheelbarrow up. And so there it is. So as you can see, I've just mixed and matched the colours as well for the wheels. Now at this point I've realised that I've covered an awful lot of my flowers, and my photos then will cover lots of the stencil flowers. And I wanted it to look like she was a little blossom in the wheelbarrow. Actually, she was a dirty little monkey by the end of it, because she then decided to crawl under our container over there, which is full of all our wood, and came out looking like a raccoon. So then, after this, had to be taken home to have a shower. So it didn't end so well for her that day because she hates being showered. But she will be white and she will get dirty. So I'm just layering these up now, and I think this is also a piece of Pink Fresh studio paper. I think I had it in a grab bag from Hip Kit Club a few months ago. So I'm just sort of matting those up, and I'm just going to put those then at the top of the barrow. But as you can see now, I've done all that stenciling, and once again I've just covered it up. So I'm just going to add some more flowers around the sides so it looks like the flowers are spilling out of the barrow. But yeah, I did all that lovely stenciling. So my advice is keep checking where your photos are going to cover, because don't waste your time stenciling behind it, because nobody's ever going to pick those photos off to see what's behind. And I'm using the little makeup brushes that I had from Amazon, which are very similar to the brushes which I think are called life-changing brushes, which is quite a dramatic name for a stenciling brush, I think. There we go. So instead, these were about £9 from Amazon, and I had about 8 or 9 different sizes. Now I've just got these little journaling cards, and it says important facts and observations behind the one, and then the other one is a bit like a notepad cut on the edge. I just wanted to give it a little bit of extra detail, and I actually write a small part of the story at the end of the video on the important facts and observations. I need to improve how much journaling I put on. And then I'm using an assortment of flowers, because I've got, let me tell you, there's no shortage of flower die cuts in my craft room. So I'm trying to use them up. And I'm just going to decorate the top of the barrow that Izzy is in. She loves coming over the plot with us. But I'm not sure she was that keen on her wheelbarrow ride. But obviously, as soon as she went in the wheelbarrow, I had to find my phone because I needed a photo of it. So my husband there is pushing her along. I think she'd rather use her own little legs. I'm just adding some foam pads now to my flowers, just giving it a bit of extra dimension. And that is pretty much it. So don't forget now, play along with these challenges because you could be in for a prize from some of the fantastic sponsors. So as I say, this one is being sponsored by Lottie Loves Paper. So give it a go. Play the Hopscotch challenge and see where the dice of fate takes you in your scrapbooking challenge. It's such a great way to use up some different embellishments and some different papers, but also to get you scrapping different kinds of stories. So now I'm thinking of a title, and I'm just going to call it New Wheels. I'm going to, as you can see, once again, I've got the bottom of my layout just off the shot. This is me trying to find my thickers. So I've got some of these ones, and I think I picked these up in Home Bargains or somewhere like that, or the Watch Shop or somewhere. So and they've got 2 different size capital letters. So that is my layout finished. I'm just going to write the date on it. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, give them a go. Don't forget to check out the inspiration pages from the other girls this week as well. And have a bit of fun. Let's start scrapping those memories this summer. And I shall see you very soon with my next page. Take care, everyone. Hwyl fawr.